You working now?
Oh, wait, whoa.
Be careful. I got my son to bring this in. Careful.
Mommy.
Hmm? Hello.
Lay down. Well, you gotta open it from the top.
Hmm?
You gotta open it from right here.
I can't see.
You want to get. Alright, just slide it over there, too.
Where?
Over there by the door. Oh no, actually slide it over here. See? It's leaning on the wall.
We will open it later.
No, I'm about to open it. Watch out. Thanks, son. Watch out. He's trying to show off his muscles.
What?
Alright. Oh, also, watch out, watch out. Also, I got my replacement insert for my duvet. Oh shoot. I got my address on there. Right. Let's see what's in here. It's something I'll tell you guys this. I actually been eyeing this for a while. A good while. Finally. They can't see it. Finally got it. And I got it on promotion at Hobby Barn.
Well, she's not. See?
Yeah, because I'm taller.
You're taller. Us? Well, look. I know I'm tall. What's this shoe? I can't. It's not working. Ah. Yes, I got it. I told it now.
Get off my shoe.
This is why you can't fit me.
Oh, God, go subscribe to Little Chase.
Squad. Hi, guys. Oh, this is mommy.
Clay,
Well, hi,
I'm getting a fishing rod.
Look, guys.
Buy it, but
Ah, you found me.
Watch out. I think I want to sit this down.
Finish.
Watch out, Chloe. Oh, Chastity.
Chloe, you want me to buy you something?
Can I buy a doll?
Yeah, I'm not buying you a doll.
I want a doll. Mommy, you know how to Target. You know how to shop. You supposed to walk at Target. You walk at Target.
Chloe,
Oh, my doll package.
Chloe, I got $15.
Thank you.
Yeah, I thought that was money. I'm like, hey, no, don't do that.
No, don't do that.
Is this a TV? Stop.
Don't do that, y'all, too.
Cassidy. It's Pepper. Pepper.
Yeah, watch out.
Pepper.
Oh, shoot.
How do we do those? Look at TV. Look a big TV. That's a big TV.
It's not a TV.
What is it?
It's not a TV.
Okay, where
Watch
is
out, watch out, watch out, y'all, too.
it? Watch it.
circle.
Wait, hold that.
Get
No,
off.
I'm taking it out.
Go ahead, put it out in the thing.
Chloe!
Stop, Chloe.
You know what, bro? I'm coming back.
I said to stop. I said to stop it.
It's already a mess.
No.
It's another one. No!
Give me
Give
it.
it to me. Chase, just go outside. Go outside.
That's my little piece.
I don't care.
It's a messy tug. Ah, it's a slipper slide.
All right, what I have here is a mirror. This is actually gonna go upstairs over my console table. So it's a black.
Guys, come here.
Let me, no, close it. Get in here. All right, let me get rid of this box. I'm gonna set the mirror up. So here she is. This is an iron frame. I still have this plastic on. I'm just gonna keep on here until I hang it up. But this is gonna go over the console that I have upstairs in the hallway. I've been eyeing this mirror for such a long time, and when I first laid eyes on her, it was actually $449, and I saved $90 because it's on promotion. So I almost got like $100. I think it was like a $359 dollars that I got on promotion. So glad I waited, didn't rush and get it. Yes, so I love it. I can't wait to get this baby hung on the wall to really show you the complete look up there in my hallway. But let me know what you guys think of the new mirror. So gorgeous. All right, so let's get this box open. This is an insert. This is the ultra warm down comforter. So I am going to inspect this to make sure there's no rips or holes or cuts or anything in it. Yes, and this is the California king size. And yes, so let's open this and see, make sure and just inspect it to make sure there's nothing wrong with it. Actually, you know what? I think I want to take this upstairs so this way I could kind of spread it out on the bed and kind of check it that way before we replace it. So I'll see you upstairs. Okay, so I got this. I'm going to take this out of the bag. And I'm going to spread this out and just kind of inspect it to make sure. But it still feel like there's feathers coming out of here. But that's normal, right? To lose feathers. I'm going to. What's up? So it still seems like feathers coming out, but it's not like, which is common, right? kids move. So I don't see any fucking squares. So I'm gonna flip it over. So this is one side. So I'm gonna flip this over and just make sure it's not on the other side. So I would recommend if you guys getting like a comforter, a down comforter, I would definitely recommend that you just inspect it just to make sure that there are no tears in here, because to my surprise, that's what happened with the other one. So this looks good. So no holes or anything. So I am going to, I really hate to take this other one out because it's going to be so many feathers. So many feathers on here. But love it. This is my down comforter. Love it, love it, love it. Feels so soft. So all right, I'm gonna take the other one out. Oh my God, these feathers are gonna be everywhere. So I want to show you guys how bad this got. Look at all of this. Look at this. This is crazy. I almost don't even want to take this out, but I do not have another duvet. This is, woo! This is too much. This, yeah, this definitely was a defect. This is crazy. I can't believe all this. I mean, it pretty much, everything came, look at all this. It's like snowflakes in here. Whew. Crazy. This is crazy. All right, let me get this all out of here.
Mommy. Mom.
Are you ready to put it in there?
Yeah. Actually, I could use your help with this one.
Nah.
Okay. I gotta go back and forth.
So we go.
Where's the other? Stay over there, Chapman.
Come on, no, get off.
Ruben.
Yeah, okay. You bike in the street? Why did you bike in the street? No, you're not going to the street. Go get your bike up the street. And come back in the house. Put it in the garage. Come. Put your bike in the garage now. Chloe. Chloe. Bring your bike in the garage. Make sure you get the scooter too. And Chelsea's bike. What's up, sir? You got hot out there. Sorry, man. You got hot. Yeah, what's the weather supposed to be?
70s.
Hmm?
70s.
Get hot, but this is what fill up trash can up.
Get off the bed. Hello? Get off, Chastity. Your phone died?
Who?
No, I'm talking about mom. She called, her phone had died. Get off, Chastity. Mom, I'll call you right back. Cause I'm. So much better. Listen. No more feathers.
Thank you, Jesus. Do you see something on my face right here? Huh? Do you see something on my face right here?
It feel like something?
Okay, look like I was seeing something. It was just,
Chase? Oh.
it was just getting older on.
All right, so I got the new insert in, so much better, no more feathers. Oh my gosh, such a relief. I didn't show you guys this on camera, but when I actually took out the old insert, I noticed a much larger tear that was in it, and that's I wish I would have showed you all, but it was so big, the tear. I don't know how that even happened, but it was, whew, I said, wow. But thankfully, as you guys saw me do the inspection, there was no tears in here. So I don't know. I was like thinking, it just seemed like some type of animal came in and just like ripped it. I have no idea. My husband think maybe it's from the kids jumping on the bed. I don't know. But I hope that it doesn't happen to this insert that I put in here, but so much better. But yes, I think eventually I think I want to get another duvet. Only because I feel like after so many washes, it did fade. But I still love it, but it's just, you can just tell it's faded. But yeah, but for now I'm going to just keep it. But yay, it's all done. Here's some, you guys see there. Here, I'll show you some of the feathers. Some of the feathers here. So, like more here. Chase, go give me the vacuum. You guys see there. So that's all. I'm gonna vacuum the rest of these feathers that you see on the floor here. And yes, so the next time you guys are gonna see, I told you guys that I'm having someone come and give me an estimation to replace my shower door here, my shower head, all the faucet, even the getting quartz countertop and those faucets and all of that stuff. So they're coming here on Friday. So I would take you guys through that. So it is now 2:00 and I'm just waiting for Sundance to get here. They should be here momentarily. So like I said, they're going to go ahead and give me an estimate on some of the things I want done in the master bathroom. And then they're also going to give me an estimate on to remodel my basement. So we'll take you through that, how they structure that. So we'll see. Oh my God, look at my hair. I need to get a retie. It is like, I'm so ready for one. But yes, so yeah, when they get here, I'll turn the camera back on. And here, I'm looking to change out the frame. So I want a frameless shower door.
Okay.
I guess this is considered semi-frameless.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then obviously change like the faucets, like all of that stuff. So here's my thing, and I wasn't sure, and definitely give me your input on this. When I was in the showroom, I was telling them that I wanted, I don't know what you call it, but the handheld.
Right. So
But the thing is, my only concern is, I was telling them my concern is that because this tile has already been placed,
mm-hmm.
the concern of messing it up and then kind of, like, I don't know if it will make, like, if it makes sense to put something, punch holes in here, to put something else new in here, addition to that. You know what I mean?
So, okay, so there's two types of handhelds that you can do. Mm-hmm. You can do a handheld from the shower arm.
Yeah.
And the hose, would come down and be like right here.
Yeah.
And then of course, then we also have, the bar handheld, which is right here.
Yeah.
And then you can either have this one or that one. So you can do either or. Now, being that we can get in, through this wall, to do the first option, which is, from the head, I mean, you don't even have to change this out. Like, you can just leave that there, and quite honestly, like, you could run up to Lowe's and get yourself a Moen handheld, and you unscrew this and you screw in the other one and you're done. And now you're able to have a handheld. If you wanted the actual bar, then this guy needs to be completely changed out.
Right.
Which means then we would have to come in through the back side of there, which obviously that means that we've got to patch up the wall and,
No, right. So that's probably what I'm looking for, the second option.
Okay.
But the only thing is, I don't want the handheld. Because I think what I saw in the showroom, yeah, you had a handheld from the shower head, but then you had something off to the side.
Mm-hmm.
And I prefer to be off to the side.
So the only really place, because of where you've got your ledge, the only place
right
that
there.
you can do it is right here, because otherwise, if we do it over there, the ledge is going to get in the way.
Right.
And even if we put it up higher, then the hose is going to be hitting the ledge.
Yeah.
So that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense.
Right. And typically, is it on the right with most showers?
No, it's easier to put it on the corner away from the door, because then it's not in the way of when you're entering in the shower. Now, had we done the shower like tile, I would have, if you didn't want it there, I would have put it on that wall, but we can't get to it from that wall without busting into like what's on the other side of that. Or I just wouldn't have put a corner.
No, I would have put it in the back.
Shelf. Yeah.
That's where I don't even know why they.
Back there.
Yeah.
Now, in regards to here, not that we can't put a frameless, which we've done before. what we would do is remove all of this silicone that you have going on either side. But if you notice here, you've got these screws, obviously right here. When you do a frameless, then there's no bar on the side of the wall. So that means that you're going to have holes in your tile that need to be filled in. So, you know, I can take, now the nice thing about it is your tile does have like a little bit of a pattern to it. So I could take like this darker color, you know, grout, or I can even try to match up this color, and we would just fill it in. And, you know, but it will be noticeable. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat it and say you're not going to notice it. You know, we could put in, you know, obviously a frameless that, you know, is higher, and that way you're not, you know, having to feel like you're ducking every time that you're getting into the shower. The other option, let me, yeah, the other option is, if you're just wanting it to go higher, is we can get at least a 75, if not a 79-inch semi-framed, which is what you have, shower, and, you know, go up. By doing that, then, you know, even if we don't hit the same holes, it's okay because this bar is
covering it. Yeah.
You know, so, you know, we could do that, and then it goes up higher. So then that way, when you're getting in and out of the shower, you're not feeling like you're having to duck every time. Because even if you do a frameless, then you're going up 79 inches. So it would be about that high.
Yeah.
So is it, you just don't like seeing this frame part?
I don't. I just, personally, it's a preference of mine.
Right.
From an aesthetic standpoint.
Yeah.
And I just, for me, there's just certain things I kind of want here to make it feel like spa feel, if that makes sense. And I just feel like, you know, frameless shower door, even like changing out the, you know, the faucets, all of that stuff. You know, there's a couple things I upgraded just to kind of start to get that feel, like the tile, right? That was an upgrade to go all the way up to the ceiling just to have the tile in here. But the unfortunate part, they didn't offer the frameless. I would have went with the frameless, but they didn't offer it. And this is the closest that I got. You know, it's just, you know, I just think because this is, you know, I'm going to be in the home for a long time. I'm coming in here and I have to enjoy it, right?
Right.
So that's just kind of where my head is. Yeah, I didn't think about the holes, you know, taking that out.
Yeah, because
on the side.
1, 2, 3 on either side.
Yeah.
And I mean, for the most part, we can clean up the sill, and you know, for the most part that will clean out nicely. And you know, but it's going to be the holes that is going to be the main issue. You know, like I said, we can definitely get a grout that's close to this color.
The fill in.
Or caulk, not a grout, sorry, a caulk that's close to that color. But you know, and you have movement in the tile itself, which is good. So like, you know, see how like you see this blotch right here? Okay, well, it's going to be like a blotch right here and a blotch right there. And, you know, so we'll be able to at least fill it in and make it look, you know,
somewhat seamless.
Yeah, I mean, we do a really good job with it, but I'm just letting you know it's not going to completely 100% go away. Okay,
I'm okay with that. My other question, the semi frames you were talking about would go higher. Would it have that top part?
Well,
on
all of
yours?
them have the top
Oh, they
bar.
all have it. Oh,
Right.
okay, okay.
Yeah, all of them have the bars, regardless if you did frameless or not. They all have the bar going across.
They do, because I thought I seen some without.
Mm-mm. I mean, it just depends on the bar. This one is just a solid bar going across. Now, if you did the or if you did the frameless, it's like the bars in the front and it's on rollers. It just looks like rollers.
Well, are we looking at sliding doors or pull?
Well, these would be sliding doors.
No, I didn't. Yeah, this was, I want, so what I was explaining I would want like a solid,
Oh, so you want a pivot
Yes.
door?
yeah.
Okay, I mean, if you did that,
Yeah, I don't want sliding
Okay,
doors.
well then-
It's just hard to like, when it comes to, honestly, when it comes to cleaning, it's just inconvenient. Like the shower doors, like moving, I mean, it's just my preference.
well,
Yeah.
so if you're wanting to do a pivot door, then I mean, which you have the room, then you can do a pivot door with the side bars on there. You know, if you want to avoid having to
fill in
fill in the
holes.
holes. Now, keep in mind with the width of this, right? Now you're going to have a couple of issues because the best way to do a pivot door is to anchor it to this wall, which means that your hinges are here, which means that your handle is here. So you're going to, when you want to get into the shower, you're going to have to do this, open up the door and get in. And then when you get out, you're going to close the door and go around. That is the best way. Another option that you can do, because see, this is 60 inches in width,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And you can't, this has to be a solid piece, and you can't hinge a piece of glass. I can, but it 60, like I can hinge it here if you wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have to put a thicker piece of glass, which costs more.
On both sides, thicker piece on this.
Yeah, on the side.
The
This has
side.
to be a 1/2 inch.
Okay.
Okay, then we can hinge it here. And then you can have, you know, like the handle here where you walk in and, you know, do it this way. The only issue with that is, I mean, we're going back to the, and then, you know, we could put in new faucets for you and just a new backsplash. So, and then you can do like a quartz or a granite. I would recommend putting a quartz in here because you're saying, you know, I want that spa feeling, and quartz is definitely a better choice than what a granite is. But yeah, we can definitely put a new top in there for you.
Yep. So that's what I'm looking to do, quartz. And you guys will pick out the sink, or how? Because that'll
no,
be
this-
undermount, right?
Yeah, the sinks are usually an undermount, and we you pick it out, and then it's just white. Like this, it's either an oval, which is what you have, or it's a square.
Oh,
Or
okay.
not square, rectangle.
Rectangle.
Mhm.
Yeah, definitely want rectangle.
Yeah,
And
which you've got plenty of room for.
yeah. And nothing, honestly, I'm just looking for white, nothing fancy.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Just a plain white quartz.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then just changing these out, and that was it. And she was like telling me the light fixtures. She was like
Yeah,
saying
we
I can
can-
buy them, but you guys
you
could-
buy
Yeah.
the light fixtures, and then and then we'll install them for you.
Okay. This is my vision. We got the roughing for the bathroom, which I'm glad we did because that'll help save on the cost. So that would like be here, and then the other thing, the rec, like a rec room.
Yeah.
and then a space for a gym, like a little place to work out. So
Okay.
those are the 3 spaces: full bathroom with a shower, music area, rec room, and a gym. You know, of course, there'll probably be stored, like, I don't know, it'd be like a little spot for storage. I'm guessing it could be like with the utility closet. Now, do you guys do any type of like AI, like designs? Like before you guys work, do you guys like kind of put together a design on a computer? You kind of like
Right.
see.
So, yeah. So I'll tell you about that process first. I'm coming up with an idea as I'm standing here.
Okay.
Okay. So like what we typically do for any type of basement design is we have a $500 design fee,
Mhm.
and what that does is like I measure everything out. And then I come up with the actual design for you.
Mhm.
And then you come into the showroom and I bring it up on my big screen, sort of gives you like that HGTV experience.
Mhm.
And then I'll do the layout and I'll show you exactly like how I have it laid out and like get your thoughts on it. And then of course we can literally move things around by a click of a button. So like if you
Okay.
were like, well, I really would prefer my gym to be over in this corner instead of over in this corner, type thing, then we can 100%, do that. And I can just move my walls around. It's just literally a click of a button. And then you own those designs. So like
Mhm.
if you ask somebody else to, build it out for you and frame it
Mhm.
out and build it out, then you own those designs.
Okay.
And like you don't have to use us. If you did decide to use us, then that $500 goes towards the project.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to give you a very rough number today, and I'm going to base it off of the fact of like what my normal
Okay.
finished basement is.
Sure.
The fact that you have it roughed in and you have it vented and you already have the crock for the injector pump, you did definitely save yourself
Yeah.
a lot of money. You
Yeah.
saved yourself a good $4,000 just by doing that.
Mhm.
So, did you want any type of a dry bar or a wet bar? Like when you're saying, I want an entertainment area, do you want it to just where it's finished off and you can sit and watch TV, or are you wanting it to where I want, like a dry bar or, like an entertainment area? Like what are you looking
Yeah.
for with
So
that?
that's interesting you asked me that, because when I was considering getting the rough-in, like I did the bath, I had the option of getting a rough-in for a sink for like the wet. But the problem was that they would only put it in one spot, and I can't even recall why. And so it seems, and you can let me know your expertise, if I would get that, do you see me putting that anywhere or in one particular spot wherever they have to run the line off? I don't know why they only had one spot for me to put it, that rough part.
No, again, they just didn't want to put out a ton of money. I mean,
Okay. All right. Well.
that was. I mean, honestly, I'm gonna be really honest with you.
Yeah.
Like, this is the first bathroom rough-in that I have been in where they actually did it right. Like this is the first one.
Wow.
I'm being straight up honest with you, because usually they're sticking like this is the drain for the toilet.
Mhm.
A lot of times they're sticking the drain for the toilet like right next to the drain for the vanity, or right next to the drain for the shower.
Yeah.
And I'm ended up having to bust up concrete anyways
Yeah.
to move things around.
Yeah.
So the fact that it's like they laid it out the way that they did. That I mean, I'll probably have, and then they put the crock in there for the injector pump,
Okay.
which again, like then I can get it up, you know, up to there and out. So they did it right. So be
Yeah.
happy about
Okay.
that.
Well, that's good because that was $400.
Yeah. So,
Upgrade
I mean, the fact
or
that,
less.
you know, and it really just depends on how wide you want to make. Yeah, they honestly did it right. Isn't working for like the music room, then I would suggest maybe
Putting it over there.
the music room over here in this section, okay? So, like, start from here, go here, and go here, alright? So, here's the music room, right? And make this your music room, and then make this area back here
The gym.
the gym. Okay, so then now you've got storage for, you know, whatever. And do you need the gym to be finished off, or can it be like unfinished?
Oh, finished.
Unfinished?
No, finished.
Finished. Okay. Okay. So,
Yeah, because I got a whole. I mean, I know it's gonna get pricey. I'm almost thinking like.
well, let me give you my
Yeah.
idea then. So then, if you did want it finished, which is totally fine, then try to imagine this. Start here.
Mhm.
Okay, and all I'm doing is I'm squaring it off to make it easy.
Yeah.
Right? Start here and go, no, I'm not doing that. We'll still make this a door.
Yep.
Closet. Okay, this still would be, well, I don't care if I put the wall here or the wall here. It depends on how big you need your gym to be. But start here, and I'm gonna come out just a little bit,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna go straight back. Okay? So like where these drums are at, this is a wall. I'm a wall now.
Okay.
Okay? This back here, leave it unfinished. Because now you can get to the electrical panel easy, you can get to your sewer drain easy,
Yeah.
and this is storage. This is just a storage room back here. Okay? And then you'd have a door here, and a door here.
a door
So you'd
there.
have a door here and a door here. This is all storage, leave it unfinished. And then this is your gym. So however big you need your gym to be, you can either put your gym here, or you can put your gym here.
It'll be there.
Here?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because we're thinking of like, I want like a see-through. I don't want it to be closed off with a door, like kind of
Okay.
like a glass.
It's on that bougie stuff.
Did you know this when you got married? Just saying. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with bougie. You're talking to the queen of bougie. Come on now. I mean, any designer's bougie. So I mean, we can definitely, do that here.
Yeah, that would
Okay.
make, yep.
And then keep in mind that there would be a wall here, and there would be a door here, and a door here, and then this would all be open. So it would just be a nice big square.
Yeah.
Okay, and then, so again, laying it out, right? Here's your bathroom, and then over here is your gym, and then I can then remember how I told you I'm bringing the wall, like follow the line,
Mhm.
right? And this is your wall right here. Okay, so this actually works out really good. So what I could do is make the door to the gym to actually, I have to bring the wall in ever so slightly, but I can make the door to the
studio.
Gym or the music room?
I'm sorry, music room.
Yeah.
Music room. So I think I've got enough space. Hold on. I might not.
This would be, where would the door to the bathroom be? Oh, right there. Okay, the door and then a wall going all the way
I don't have enough room. I'm gonna have to
okay.
put the door to the music room over here.
over there.
But like we would just do a wall, and there would be just a little wall right here to come around, okay? And then here, all right. So now here is another storage area that you can do. Because remember, your bathroom wall is right here.
Mm-hmm.
So from here to here is another storage room.
Yeah.
And then you have the ability. Now, I'm going to throw out a couple of ideas for you.
Okay.
If you don't need this, then fine, we don't have to do it. Being that you have, an egress window, you could technically make this room right here a room.
I knew you was gonna say that.
And then
That's up his alley right there.
Yeah, and then you
yeah.
this area right here to
The
be
rec.
entertainment room. But if that's not enough room for you, you're like, no, that's just not enough space, which it is a little tight, then I would just say make all of this area then your entertainment
Yeah.
room. However you want to set it up, I realize you've got the window there where you can, easily put a blind, or
Shades or something.
shutters,
Yeah.
if you wanted shutters. But you've got this nice big wall right here for your TV, and then you could put your couch like right here, and then if you wanted to down the road, or even when we're doing it, it's up to you, you could actually make this whole area right here to be like a bar area. So this could become like your bar, and all of that, and then you could be putting like a little pub table back here. I don't know how much you guys entertain, but you could put your pub table back here. You can have your couch right here looking at the TV. Don't forget your door to your music room is right here.
So that was a long consultation for my basement, and the bathroom in the master suite. The basement actually took the longest because there's just a lot more that really needs to get done. But yes, so I want to tell you guys, after giving her input, she was roughly estimating between $160 to maybe $180,000 to refinish my basement. And you guys know that is astronomical. I'm just between my backyard, what I want to get done out there, and the basement, the quote for those two is almost you're almost looking at probably $400,000. That is another house. Literally another house. So here's my biggest takeaway. Let me, before I go on and finish about the basement, when we went upstairs in the master suite, I was looking at them installing a frameless shower door. You guys saw that. Some things she brought to my attention I didn't think about, so that was good. But all in all, with the frameless shower door, changing out all the faucets and stuff in the bathroom, putting in the quartz countertop over the vanity, she said that would be about over $7,000. I'm just oh my gosh, I'm not even getting a full bathroom remodel. I don't understand. But when you go through companies like that, you're paying everybody. She has to get paid as the designer, the laborers, everybody has to get paid. They have to make money. So this is why when you go through places like that, it is so expensive. And so of course she's like, when we get in the basement, she's like, yeah, we use quality, like our laborers are top quality. And I'm just like, you know, okay. You guys know, a lot of the people that do a lot of this stuff and build these homes are Mexicans. I don't have anything against Mexicans, but they also know they're cheap labor, right? And I just feel like, in my mind, I'm just like, okay, you saying top labor, well, I hope you paying your laborers because you're saying that they're top quality. And I bet not see, if I would go with you, like, I bet not see a Mexican doing the work. And it's not because I don't like Mexicans, like I had Mexicans come in and do some of the work in here, but it's just kind of like, you guys seeing this top quality, you guys pick out the best of the best, but yet you're using, like, the same type of laborers like everyone else uses, like building these homes and everything. So it's interesting to me that that's how she wanted to sell the company. But anyway, so yeah, that was the bathroom. $7,000, over $7,000 for what I want to get done. And I'm actually thinking I want to go back to the people who install my floors because I think they're going to quote me a lot cheaper than what they did. The only thing, I don't know if they do frameless shower doors. I'm gonna have to ask them, but they did my flooring. They gave me a good price, and they're Mexican. And I'm just like, I just don't think they're gonna be as astronomical as she quoted me. Okay, so the basement. Okay, so I told you, she said roughly about, and this is not even doing any designs, the 160 to 170, 180, $100,000. That's a lot. And that's just getting everything done. And then she said it depends on like what my finishes are, like what I pick, the material and all of that stuff, right? So fine. But my biggest takeaway from her, what I liked about them, what I love about them is that the design that they do for my basement, I will own it. And I will only own it because it's $500. I'm looking dark. Let me change this mind. Oh, that's better. It's $500 for them to put together a design, what I'm looking for in the basement. And she's like, you completely, like, you own that. We give it to you. And it's like, even if I don't go with Sundance, I can just take that design that they did for me and I can give it to anybody. So I said, at minimum, I'm probably going to do that because I really, really believe that I can be my own contractor on this and just hire the best quality folk to come do the work. And this way I'm not putting out a lot of overhead charge. I really think I can get the basement done for much less than under $100,000. Like, I really, really believe I can. You know, it starts with the framing. Like, once I get the design, all that pictured out, visually how that would look, like, the first thing you have to do your framing. Okay, after you do your framing, you have to run all your pipes, plumbing, everything before you do the sheetrock. Once you get all that stuff in there, you get the permits and all of that, then you go ahead and you sheetrock. Do all of that. Get someone to come and do that. And then you get someone to come in and do your flooring. Like, those are the big hitters there, honestly. That's why I'm like, I could just be my own contractor. I mean, in fact, I can probably just go and just hire laborers and could pay for all the materials. And it will cost me much, much less than what she wanted to quote me. And I get it. Everybody has to get paid. She has to get paid. The laborers have to get paid. The people that's sitting in the office have to get paid. The president of the company, they have to get paid. Everybody has to get paid. Their customer service folk have to get paid. Everybody has to get paid. So it's so much because they want to make sure everybody goes home with something in their pocket. So the only way around that is for me, honestly, to be my own contractor. So what I think I'm going to do, I do think I'm going to at least let them put together the design. I'm going to pay the $500 for them to do that because I'll own it and I just won't move forward with the project with them. I will contract to be my own contractor. listen, my trade, I'm a project manager. Like, that is what I do. So I'm highly confident that I can kind of own this project myself. Between my husband and I, we could like do this. He said he knows people, and it's just, yeah, and we can take it step by step. So, because honestly, I really do want to put more of the money out in my backyard, and you know, with the pool, the outdoor kitchen, and all of that stuff, right? As opposed to the basement. I feel like the basement is, and then I already had the rough-in down there for the bathroom, so they're not doing any like major plumbing down there. And one of the things she did tell me that rough-in that was installed for the bathroom, she said they did it perfectly, because from her experience, she's gone in homes and it was all messed up and they had to go in and redo everything, and it cost the homeowner so much more money than that. So she was just like, I like literally saved $4,000 with that, and I'm just like, awesome, because I think I only paid like $300 for the rough-in. That was like an upgrade with the home builder. So I'm telling you, if you guys are looking to build new construction, and if they offer any type of rough-in, you don't want to, like, you're not ready to actually have the builder do it, get the rough-in. It's so much cheaper. Like, you're spending like $500 or probably less for them to just put the rough-in in there for anything. I kind of wish they had an option for the outdoor kitchen rough-in, but they didn't have that. But any rough-in that you can get, I'm telling you, get that, because it's going to save you money in the long run. And I'm so happy that I got the rough-in for that bathroom downstairs. Yes. So get it if you're thinking of building a new construction home. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead, and I know that was a lot. This video is probably going to be a little lengthy. I know I wasn't on camera much. So I figured I was just coming at the end, show you my face, and just kind of wrap things up. But yes, I'm going to go ahead and close out this vlog. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. And until the next time, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.